Why do they call it practicing medicine? I don't want somebody to practice on me. I want somebody who just knows medicine.
Hey! What's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Transformers Siege Deluxe class, Ratchet! So here we are, and there he is, and first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. So right back here, we have some symbolage, as always, Siege War for Cybertron, Autobot Ratchet Transformers. On the side of the box, we have the lovely Siege artwork. On the other side of the box, we have Ratchet doing ratchety things in Deluxe Classic, Class Deluxe, Class Deluxe, Class Deluxe. Up top, Transformers War for Cybertron Trilogy, Autobot symbol, bottom, words, things, and barcodes. On the back of the box, you have your obligatory product shots, this, that, the other things and stuff. Warning, don't eat anything in this box that could be very bad for you. And that's basically it for the packaging. And moving right along here, we have Siege Ratchet, who is a recolor remold of Ironhide, as usual. And here he is in his, I guess you can call this a Cybertronian ambulance mode. Let's get in close here so we can take a look at the details. You do have the front headlights there, picked out in silver, as well as the front bumper here. And you can see it does have the weathering effect, which does make it look like kind of a brushed metal, which actually looks pretty nice in my opinion. I think it looks pretty good. They got the nice transparent blue windshield. Love that shade of blue they use. That just really pops. Autobot symbol right there. So he has a light bar up top, done in red, and some spots of red throughout. You got some nice molded detail as well. You get a little bit more of that weathering effect going on back there, right here on what will be his feet. And ports, and more ports. And there's the top, and there's the bottom. He rolls, as rolling things should. Hooray for rolling. And for comparison, the only comparison we really need to do here he is with Ironhide. And you can see the obvious difference is in the coloration, but there are quite a few remolded parts as well. There's actually more remolded on Ratchet than I was expecting. But, yeah, you can see obviously right up front, that front bumper section is remolded. They do have different wheels. The wheels are different. Obviously, these sections up here are different molds. These sections, the forearm sections, are also different molds as well. These panels right here are also different molds between the two. We'll get into more differences as we get into robot mode, but yeah, very nicely done. Very nicely done. So there you go. So now let's talk about accessories. He does include a couple. He includes a little gun right here, painted up in silver. And you also get this little doohickey here. If we take this off, it does resemble the G1 missile launcher. And you can, if you want to, plug this in here like that. Have that going on. So yeah, you totally get the G1 missile launcher with this guy, which is pretty cool. And again, just done in a nice silver. It's the armature there with some molded detail. And as far as storage goes, how the instructions want you to store it, they want you to plug this little wrench right in there like so. And this plugs right up top like that. You can even plug this little back peg back there if you want to. And then you take the little gun, and that plugs in on this side. Oops. You might want to hold on to stuff because it'll push the arms down. There we go. And per the instructions, that's how they want you to store the accessories. Hey, it's storage. If you want storage, hey, why not? Dare I say, why not? But there are other things you can do as well. If you want to, you can just kind of strain all this out. You can plug it up front here if you wish, and plug this little gun up here too. You can do that. Hey, again, all things you can do. Just have them coming at you with the claw. The claw! The claw! Oh, you're scared of the claw. You're scared of the claw. You know, you can... Hey, things you can do if you want to do it. You know, just all things you can do. And there is a port back here as well, so you can just kind of have it all just contained right there if you want to, in any way you want. Hey, again, things, stuff, and things that you can do. Hooray for things and stuff. But that is basically it for the vehicle mode, so let's get down to transformation, shall we? Let's get back here. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to be able to do this where my tongue stops working. We're going to go into the what they call the medical bay mode, which is it's funny. It's just funny, but you know, hey, again, thing you can do if you want to do it. So to do that, we're just going to untab these panels here from the sides, bring those out, kind of open this up like so. We're going to take the arms, untab them, and actually bring them out to the sides. We're going to close these panels back up. We're basically going to transform the legs like we're going to robot mode. So bring those down, and those will tab in. Tap, tap, tap. That used to stay just fine. Now it wants to fight me. You know why? Because the camera's on. That's why. That's always why. Because the camera's on, so everything wants to fight me. But anyway. So we have his legs transformed, and then the arms you just take and you bring back, you rotate them so this port is facing up, bring the arm down and around, rotate that around like so, and we basically have this deal going on here. And then we take this assembly like so with a little wrench, and that plugs into this port here, and then we take this little gun, and that plugs in right there. And there you have the little medical bay mode. Sure. Okay. Sure. Why not? Dare I say why not? So yeah, basically just a little medical bay here. You can take your little dudes, just have them laying there. Again, fixed up, you know, hey, it's a thing you can do. It's a thing you can do. Doesn't look great. It's just kind of like, hey, he's a quarter transformed. It's another mode, but, you know, it's something. It's definitely a thing. It's definitely a thing. Woo! Alright, so let's get down to robot mode. We're pretty much already there. So let's remove these, put these off to the side. And we'll just angle his body backwards here. We do have to kind of take the arms and bring them back up to this position here so we can take... first we need to take the bumper section and bring that down so we can swing all of this around. At this point now, we can just bring the arms back down. Rotate them with the biceps so everything is oriented properly. And we can then bring that back up, open up the chest, flip out the head, and then we just bring the section up on this hinge here. And you got little notches there for that portion of the windshield to sit right there. And split the legs. And there you go. There you have Ratchet in his robot mode. And it's a Ratchet as only Ratchets can be. But it does look nice though. I like this mold, so hey, obviously they were going to make a Ratchet out of it, and I think it actually works out quite nicely. So let's get in close here so we can take a look now at the chest, at the noggin. There's the noggin. You can see a very ratchety face sculpt there. You have like a light gray for the face, blue for the eyes, the head crest there done in black. But a nice ratchety head sculpt. Again, you got the nice blue windshield that really pops. Love that. You got those little bits of red throughout. There's big old feet. And again, with this mold, it is a very clean transformation, as you can see. So in all, I think it looks pretty good. And now, articulation-wise, the head is on a ball joint, so you do have your wiggly waggly. You can look up a little bit, look down. Head can do a full 360. Arms can do a full 360, can move in and out. You got bicep rotation. You have slightly over 90 degrees of bend there at the elbow. You have wrist rotation. You have waist rotation. Legs can move forward. That far, back, that far, outward. You can do the full splits, and a little bit more so. And you get thigh rotation, slightly over 90 degrees of bend there at the knee, and the feet. They don't move up, they don't move down, but they do have the ankle tiltage. And of course we can give him his accoutrement here. We can take the little wrench out, and we can just put it into his hand, like so. We can even give him a little gun right there, so you can pew pew bang bang, pew pew bang bang if you want to, and then we can take this, and this can plug into his back like so, and just hang over his head like that if you want to do that, or you can take this and, you know, plug that up there like that, have that going on, or if you want to, you could totally, like, you kind of plug this here like so. You can plug the wrench in the back like that, and you kind of plug all this into his hand like so, and have, you know, something like that going on. You could do that, it's a thing you can do, or you can plug it onto his forearm. Have that going on. Again, things you can do if you want to do them. But officially, per the instructions anyway, this is the stock configuration that they want you to use for everything. But again, as always, your toy, display it however you wish. And of course, if you want to, you do always have the option to arm him up with your weaponizers. So, have at it! And of course, he is compatible with the Siege effects parts. So let me just run through this, because pretty much every Siege video I get somebody who asks me this question about the effects parts. I guess it's someone who's just now getting into this line. The effects parts only come with the Battle Masters. The Deluxes, the Voyagers, the Leaders do not come with effects parts. Jetfire comes with these effects parts, and Omega Supreme comes with his own effects parts. So that is how that works. But all of the figures don't come with their own effects parts. These are Jetfire's effects parts, and these are my favorite ones because they're the most dynamic and dramatic, and I love them. And of course, there's blushing. There is a blushing to be had here. Of course, he has that peg there on his chest. You can just plug that in. It can be all like bloosh. You can get blooshed in the chest, or, you know, have him getting blooshed in the arm. You can get totally blooshed in the arm if you want to. You can attach it to this top gun here. Have a big bloosh going on. You can bloosh there too. You can, of course, plug them into the bottoms of his feet and just have him blooshing off into space. Totally have that going on. Or one thing I like to do, my favorite thing to do here, is I can take this little gun off, put this in his hand, and I can plug one up here, and I can plug this one right here, and we can have a big old double bloosh! It's medical bloosh. You know, it's... It has medicinal properties. He's a doctor, dang it, you know. Anyway, but again, blooshing, much blooshing to be had. All things you can do if you want to do it. But it's fun. Lots of fun. So there you have that. And now for comparison. Here he is with his mold mate, Ironhide, and again, there's a lot more remolding here than I thought there was going to be. I literally just thought this was going to be Ironhide with a new head. I thought that was all it was going to be, but they actually did. A good bit of remolding, obviously. Different heads. The shoulder pieces are different. The biceps are the same, but they do have different forearm molds, and they do have different hands, too. They even have different hand molds. They have different crotches. Their crotchular regions are different, and these front panels here on their legs are also different molds as well. And again, you know, the bumper piece for vehicle mode is a different piece as well, different mold. So yeah, a lot more remolding going on here than I was expecting. But yeah, all in all, pretty cool. So there you go. So there you have Ratchet, and he's cool. I like him. I like this mold, so I don't mind buying it again. You know, like I said earlier, I was just expecting this to be Ironhide with a new head, and I really am pleasantly surprised at how much they remolded on this figure. So yeah, all around, cool figure and a nice addition to the Siege line here. So there you go. Now Ratchet here is a Walgreens exclusive, so you can check your local Walgreens, or you can check Walgreens.com. They do have them up for sale there. The site wasn't working the other day, but you can try anyway, see if it'll work now. But either way, he is a Walgreens exclusive. There are some online retailers that are carrying him. I believe Robot Kingdom is carrying him. I'm not sure if any other online retailers are carrying him. I'm not sure if BBTS is going to be carrying this. Not totally sure about that. But as always, I'll post a link to BigBadToyStore.com down in the description below, so you can check that out. You can also check out the Siege playlist for any reviews you may have missed. Also linked in the description down below, so you can check that out as well. And I think that's it. So don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Lori Plan, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So there is the Transformers Siege Deluxe Class Ratchet. And this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, boom in your face. Oh, Ratchet, thank Primus you've arrived. We have lots of wounded soldiers here. Ah! We have one more wounded soldier here. We need your medical expertise. Well, Prime, if you want my honest medical advice, number one, keep Ironhide off the field because he's obviously not too good at this war thing. That's what I keep saying. And two, maybe not throw your soldiers at the enemy. Don't throw my soldiers at the enemy! Come on now, Ratchet. I mean, what else am I supposed to do here? Come on, this is war. I mean, really, don't throw my soldiers at the enemy. You're silly. You're a silly guy, you know that. Listen, just help the soldiers out, okay? Don't throw soldiers, come on now. I think Prime needs more help than anyone. Ah! Take two of that and call me in the morning, Doc. Ah! See? He does it too.